Good morning and welcome back to Withrow Urban Homestead. Today it's time to plant out the fall cabbages. This variety is Red Acres cabbage. I'm going to space them 24 inches apart for a good large head size. And I'm going to distance them in rows of 24 to 36 inches because it's really going to leaf out. I'm also spacing them 24 inches from the end of the tunnel because I don't want them up against that netting. I'm giving them more room than I did my spring cabbages. I only gave those 12 inches apart, so I felt like that was a little too crowded. Now these plants are 6 weeks old. I started them from seed under lights in the basement at the end of June. I'm going to want to plant them all the way up to their first set of true leaves. Cabbages are heavy feeders. Every 2 weeks you can give them some fish fertilizer. But my soil is really rich. If you've noticed, I've laid down this cardboard over last year's leaf mulch. And that's going to break down. And I've been doing that over 12 years, building rich, healthy soil. So I don't tend to feed my plants. Cabbages prefer full sun, and in the spring they were planted over there in partial shade. So I'm curious, giving them more space, 24 inches instead of 12, and more sun, I'm curious how it's going to affect their head size. Now you see the yellow sticky papers. These are going to help control whiteflies and gnats. I'm going to see them around a lot more often now that it's getting cool. It's turned chilly overnight. We're also going to use some organic slug, pill bug, and snail control. Yesterday, prepping this area, I found a snail. Here, let me show you. I'm going to have to protect these cabbages from cabbage worms from now until harvest. And if you notice, while I had them hardening off, I also had them protected with a net. Don't want those white cabbage butterflies laying their eggs on even the tiny transplants. Cabbages prefer 1.5 inches of water a week. And for the first week, the first 7 days, you're going to want to water them every day. And I will be topping that cardboard with mulch. I'm going to use fall leaves, so we're going to have to wait a bit. Here in north central Maryland, this is my last chance to plant my fall cabbages. Right now is mid-August, and they're going to be ready to harvest mid-November. Thank you for visiting Withrow Urban Homestead. See you later. Bye-bye.